Blessings, blessings, and grand risings, everyone. Welcome, welcome to Grace in the Morning. If you don't know who I am, my name is Miss Grace, and I'm here with you 3 days a week where we're reporting on politics, social issues, and everything above from a non biased perspective, hopefully humane perspective. You guys get in the comments. But today we're going to be updating on what's going on in Minneapolis. It is rage in Minneapolis. And we also have a special report that's going to be brought to you by Good Ginger. Okay. Shout out to Jolly Good Ginger. He has boots on the ground. Just giving you guys a heads up. Most of the report is going to be given from his perspective, from his Facebook page. He does have a YouTube page. It's not as active. We pray that he gets active because right now it's looking kind of hectic. But let's see what Fox and 5 News is saying. If you don't know who I am, my name is Miss Grace. Please hit the like button, subscribe button, and turn your notifications on. And Grand Risers.
Painter with the new details overnight out of Minneapolis. Channel. Hey, Todd and Carly. So according to DHS, that ICE agent is in the hospital after being ambushed during an attempted arrest of a Venezuelan illegal migrant in Minneapolis. DHS saying, quote, while the subject and law enforcement were in a struggle on the ground, two subjects came out of a nearby apartment and also attacked the law enforcement officer with a snow shovel and broom handle. As the officer was being ambushed and attacked by the two individuals, the original suspect got loose and then began striking the officer with a shovel or broomstick.
Oh my
Fearing for
God.
his life and safety as he was being ambushed by three individuals, the officer fired defensive shots to defend his life. Initial subject was shot in the leg.
Okay. Oh my goodness, guys. I'm gonna try to let this broadcast just go through with a lot of the information and not interrupt. But I promise you, this reminds me of what was going on in Haiti. Literally, my grandmother talked about the elders coming out fighting against the rebels. This is why we're to the point that we're reporting or talking about we're on the brink of civil war here because people are sick and tired. And I want you to hear this from from Miss. Hold on. Okay, everything is good. My screen went black. I want you guys to hear it from the perspective of Jolly Good Ginger. But let's listen. They're fighting with brooms and shovels. Allegedly, they're saying they're interfering, but it's protests going on and they're returning fire shots.
Last night, protesters, of course, gathered at the site of that incident in Minneapolis as Police Chief Brian O'Hara urged them to leave.
The crowd is engaging in unlawful acts. They have thrown fireworks at police officers, and at multiple times, gas has been deployed. Police are attempting to disperse this unlawful assembly at this time. I urge anyone that is at the scene to leave immediately. This is already a very tense situation, and we do not need this to escalate any further.
And despite this violence against ICE agents, Minneapolis Mayor Jacob Frey is still pointing blame at the officers' conduct. Listen to this.
Let's be very clear. I've seen conduct from ICE that is disgusting and is intolerable. If it were your city, it would be unacceptable there too. And for anyone that is taking the bait tonight, stop. That is not helpful. Go home. We cannot counter Donald Trump's chaos with our own brand of chaos.
Minnesota Governor Tim Walz said in a statement that state investigators were at the scene and that, quote, I know you're angry, I'm angry. What Donald Trump wants is violence in the streets, but Minnesota will remain an island of decency, of justice, of community, and of peace. Don't give him what he wants. Well, the Venezuelan suspect shot in the leg is now in DHS custody, and of course, this all comes 1 week after Renee Good was killed by an ICE agent for allegedly attempting to run him over with her car.
Oh my goodness. And it's so sad that they're still reporting that. Now, what we're going to get to is Mr. Jolly Good Ginger. This is his most recent report, guys, but then we're going to flash back to where we left off yesterday. I don't know if you remember, yesterday I showed you a clip. It wasn't as clear, but he has a good, clear clip of an officer, ICE officer, taking a. Hold on 1 second. Something going on? Huh? I do apologize. Is everything okay? Can you guys hear me and see me? I just got an interruption, so text me and let me know. Is everything okay? You know what to do. Text me from that other phone. All right, because I started my broadcast. All right, now that kind of threw me off. But what we're going to show you, what he has is the actual clip of the young lady, the migrant that was arrested by an ICE officer allegedly being escorted into a porta potty. So we're going to show you the last broadcast that he just did, and then we're going to go to the other broadcast to kind of like pivot off of what we were talking about yesterday. Thank you for being here today. We hope that Jolly Good Ginger do come on YouTube and be active on his page. Today, we're going to keep you updated. Shout out to him for having boots on the ground.
You better get fucking ready. You better wake up. If you think this shit's fucking just some social media shit, you ain't paying attention. Three things are true. Number one, the black community told us this shit for years. We didn't listen. Number two, ICE is a white supremacist wet dream. And number three, the government's not going to save you. Tim Walz, he's too scared to be the one to call the shot that starts the Civil War. And I don't even like to use the word civil war. I don't like to use it, brother. I'm a non-violent, civil, disobedient motherfucker. I've been to war. I'm a combat veteran. I don't agree with war. I denounce all wars. But I recognize reality when it's in my motherfucking face. Tim Walz ain't gonna save you. The Minnesota State Police and the Minneapolis Police Department tonight, they sided with ICE. Better wake up.
Do you hear echoes right now?
You better get fucking ready. You better wake up.
Can you hear
If
echoes
you think
now?
this shit's fucking just some social media shit, you ain't paying attention. Three things are true. Number one, the black community told us this shit for years. We didn't listen. Number two, ICE is a white supremacist wet dream. And number three, the government's not going to save you. Tim Walz, he's too scared to be the one to call the shit.
Okay, so let me know, guys. Let's pause the broadcast. Can you guys hear me? Am I echoing right now? Let me know. I see you try to bust through. Thank you so much. Can you all hear me? I think I maybe had something in the background. Just let me know if it's clear. I'm going to play it again. And then we're going to let Jolly Good Ginger give us the broadcast for today because he's boots on the ground. Now, this was his last update, okay? And he seems pretty defeated. Cool. You can see his face and he looks just like the gentleman that I was kind of explaining to you guys the other day as far as the tone that they were giving about I'm not saying him, but the other guy was saying, hey, I'm going to bring my pistol. And he said, because as soon as I got here, I wasn't doing anything and I got shot in the face with some type of pepper ball or some spray. And they're directly doing this in people's face with no regard. So it's inciting the people. And I think it's coming to a point where people are being stretched too far. And this is what I'm seeing. So let me just play this one more time. And then we're going to get to the video where you see the young lady being transferred into the porta potty because it actually happened in Minneapolis.
You better get fucking ready. You better wake up. If you think this shit's fucking just some social media shit, you ain't paying attention.
Yes.
Three things are true. Number one, the black community.
I repeated the audio because I wanted to make sure that y'all could hear it. So y'all heard it loud and clear? All right, let's get to this. This is the broadcast. That's why I was repeating the audio. I was letting it because y'all was saying it was an echo and I was trying to get the sound together. Now, this is where we left off yesterday. I think he probably have a clearer picture where you're going to see ICE bringing the young lady into the porta potty. And then we're going to watch his broadcast up to date right now. Okay.
ICE agent in Minnesota was caught on camera taking a woman into a porta potty while her hands were bound. And his other ICE agent, Gestapo terrorist, Nazi thug partner sat in the vehicle while they did it. Watch this video. Credit goes to Minnesota ICE Watch.
You see him fall and he go in right behind her.
That is absolutely fucking disturbing. Not only is ICE going around terrorizing communities, kidnapping people, just being fucking disgusting pieces of shit. We've heard rumor after rumor that they are violating women in these hostage facilities. I'm not calling them detainee facilities anymore. Hostage facilities. They're taking advantage of their position to violate women. And now we have this on camera, a Gestapo thug terrorist taking a woman that they've kidnapped and holding hostage into a porta potty. I just got to the Whipple Federal Building. This is where the state-sponsored terrorists are keeping the hostages after they kidnap them. Looks like a lot of people up here. Let's go check out what's happening. See the crowd already going crazy because I can see some fucking terrorists walking through the front gate right now. What's up, brother? How we doing? Good, man. I see these fucking terrorists out here already. What's going on, gentlemen? How we doing? Thanks for being here. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you.
If you don't know what this is Boots in the Ground with Jolly Good Ginger in Minneapolis.
Behind me is the Gestapo Nazi fucking building right here in fucking Minneapolis. This
Excuse
is where
his
they're taking the
language.
hostages after they kidnap them.
And I want you guys to watch this with discernment, okay? I don't want to rile you guys up in the morning, but we do need to be aware of what's going on. And honestly, I think that we have to get in prayer for these people because something is getting to its boiling point, and this is why we're showing you that.
Fuck you, bitch! So what just happened was this fucking Gestapo was leaving and somebody smacked this fucking mirror off. I didn't see nothing. Tell the world your message, brother. Tell the world your message.
Rough pigs. Rough pigs. They're not for U.S. anymore. They're not.
Tell us why you're in this position.
They took my buddy. They took my buddy. Took him to America. They took him just like this. U.S. citizen. Recording. For recording? Really? For recording? That's bullshit.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
And this is why people is getting mad. Now, let me say, I do not support this type of civil disobedience where you just heard them say, oh, somebody knocked off his rear view mirror and things like that. But what's inciting the people is these particular situations. As you see, he said his boy was an American citizen. That's why I'm trying to stress to these people who are saying, go ICE, ICE, ICE. At the end of the day, you can be arrested too, because it is not about migration anymore. It has totally changed.
We got your back.
Yes, sir.
You see them right here, middle of the street, standing here. What's your message, brother?
My neighbors are being racially profiled. My neighbors are disappearing. Please help us. We need help. I am a veteran. I swore to defend and uphold the Constitution. The MPD cannot defend us. We need to defend us. Please help me. Help my community.
So, right here, they're telling us they're going to deploy ground control. They're going to deploy ground control when we're just standing around. We're not in their facility. We're not throwing things at them. None of us have done anything outside of our constitutional right of the First Amendment, and now they're going to deploy ground control.
This is your final warning. Vehicles in the federal facility and disperse the area immediately. Federal law enforcement is commencing law enforcement activities to include your detention, physical removal from the area using all necessary and reasonable force to include the deployment of ground control chemical.
Are you okay? Are you okay?
Yeah.
We need a medic. We got medics around here.
And honestly, like I said, I didn't mention this to people. I do support protests, but I think this protest is obsolete. And you're going to hear it from somebody in the Black community, that watch my people and even participated, not in this type of protest, but protest because guess what? what happened to Miss Renee Good has happened to us over and over and over. Trayvon Martin, children. And at the end of the day, it didn't get us nowhere but giving them the right to deploy this type of stuff. That's why you don't see us out there, because we don't want to have no parts to this ever again. There's a better way to protest, honestly. And if you guys don't know, I'm not a Democrat or a Republican. I'm a separatist. And that's separating from the BS. And if we start to separate as people from these big companies, shunning our money back into our community, having neighborhood watch, starting to create a paper trail. Again, all roads lead to court anyway. Doing it those type of ways, I think we can mitigate this. And the reason why I'm saying this, because I really feel, and we don't want to, bring this up into fruition, but it looks like civil war. It literally looks like civil war is on a break here, while you have Trump, mega, talking about he's going to send soldiers to Iran to stop what they're doing in Iran. Now, I should have had a clip of Iran up where the protesters are literally getting shot down. I'm going to see, can I pull that up real quick for you guys. But how can you basically be a hypocrite and say you're going to send soldiers out there to stop them from killing protesters, and look what they're doing to us? So do you support protesting or you do not? That's why I don't play any games with these type of people, because what's good for the goose ain't good for the gander. Yeah, we got to do things a little bit different. Let's continue to listen to his reporting.
Come on here. Do all this shit, bro.
Dang.
And that guy fucking punched that girl in the face.
Rest in peace. Yes. We lost so many. This is exactly what Trump wants from you guys, Mega and other people out there. Mega, you're part of this too, because you're in the background inciting ICE. You're on the internet inciting this type of stuff. You're part of this civil war as well. And it's so sad, as I mentioned, um, that it's actually white on white crime going on right now. Right now. We got to have this hard conversation. Literally. White on white crime.
So what just happened was we were standing in front of the federal building. As you saw, they said we have to disperse, which of course we're allowed to stand here and conduct our First Amendment rights. And then they said, this is your final warning. And then they literally ran into the crowd, shooting indiscriminately. Multiple people were hit with their pepper balls, and they threw flashbang canisters that dispersed tear gas. And some people were hit with the canisters. Several people injured. Luckily, we do have some medics on the scene. And now everybody's right back to where we started.
Why?
All right, so you got one of the canisters that they shot at us.
And you out there. I just said black people, we ain't out here, but I'm just going to have to say, we got some of us out here. His mama need to be his ex, need to be his, get your butt in the house. I'm just keeping it real. Let's go. No, we don't need to be out there. All right, somebody's like, what? Did she say that? No, we don't. He knows what happens when they see brown faces. That's probably why they feel so emboldened to do this, because they disregard us. And they disregarding you. We saving y'all from not being out there, just being honest. I'm just being honest.
Haven't you learned yet? What'll happen to you, just like that lesbian bitch?
So
oh my God. So this I love him. I like this guy. I like his reporting. But at the end of the day, like I said, you see what type of America we're making. I don't know if this is a kid. It looks like a kid. But this is how we do. This is where we're at. It's the language for me, please, guys. I know it's early in the morning, but they really trumped up. This was last night. So we're giving you broadcasts from the last 24 hours as it ramps up.
Been held hostage for most of the day. How long were you held hostage for?
Since about 2:30 this afternoon.
Jesus. And what did they illegally kidnap you for?
Following.
For following.
At a reasonable, safe distance.
So the accusation against
them
that's the lady.
Is
that they were following ICE.
state-sponsored terrorists, which is well
I thought
within
that was a
our
little boy.
constitutional rights. Did they give you any justification, and how was you arrested?
They assaulted me. They gave me no justification. They called Renee Good that lesbian bitch.
Really?
Yes.
Now,
They said, haven't you learned yet? What'll happen to you, just like that lesbian bitch?
I've heard multiple people, and we've caught on camera multiple times them saying this, haven't you learned shit? So then you were taken inside here, held hostage, and you said you were denied basic rights.
Yes, they left us. The facility staff let us know that
That's what it sounds like, though, right here. I'm just going to be honest. I got to go with you, Christine. Mecca, I kind of agree. I'm like, it was kind of like we're watching this with a clear eye, y'all. Thank you for having discernment. Either way, this is nothing against Jolly Good Ginger. He's out there and boots on the ground. Please subscribe to his YouTube page, and I'm going to put his Facebook page because he's out there. But this does look like a paid protester because that was the same thing that an ICE agent said to someone else who was recording them. And what is this, the new slogan for them to say? So that was kind of weird, but we're going to keep watching it. We're going to keep watching it. Thank you for calling that out. I'm watching you guys because guess what? The same thing they did to us is they're doing to y'all. We had agitators in our protest, in the Black Lives Matter protest. I'm in Atlanta and I see all of these Caucasian derelicts with black Gothic boots and all type. Now y'all know Atlanta is flamboyant, star, the black Mecca. And I'm like, what is going on? And then you see them inciting the police. So not to keep using that term done to us then is done to y'all now, but y'all probably need to learn from our, history. And like I said, this right here is not a go because you're out there protesting physically and now you're giving room for possible inciters. And we're not saying that this lady is an inciter, but this is cookie cutter, like what she said. Thank you for catching that. Glad y'all paid attention.
Homeland Security agents or DHS agents are supposed to be in the hallway at all times, making sure that we are
You say he insane.
Water and restroom breaks and all of that. However, we were told hours ago that they left and didn't tell anybody that we were still in there.
So you were left unattended, without basic rights, and nobody there to attend to you if you needed something.
And we were not given a phone call. We were not allowed to talk to a lawyer.
So you had no water?
No.
So,
the guy
let me ask you a question in the audience. Y'all just put 1 in the chat for yes, 2 in the chat for no. Do you believe that the Constitution is suspended? Just by some of the things that's happening. Now, this person may be an insider, but it's many people who've said they have been thrown in detention or locked up, wasn't able to make phone calls. We have went over the horrendous conditions that's going on there. And we have seen videos where they say you have no rights. And that is not only being verbally said, that's physically being said. People are cars are just being rammed and people are being pulled out the car by 3 or 4 people. Does that scream we have rights? That's why I talk to the MAGA supporters, because what you're supporting is a tyrannical government in a situation that you're going to have to live in and live in the aftermath. You think it's going to stop? Like, oh, they're going to get control of the people who don't agree with me, who wants people to live in unity. Let's just get rid of them and we're going to be good. No, you're still the have-nots. You're still the have-nots. I'm just being honest. The only reason why a lot of mega people, and I just gotta talk a little shit, y'all voted for Trump is because JD Vance. Learning about his history, learning about how he was a hillbilly from the Appalachians, and he identified with y'all, and y'all had the hope that, they were going to do stuff for y'all. They have done nothing but cause destruction. And the only reason why Mega is still supporting is this small portion, because you're just fueling your hate. There's no common sense in it. It's not like you're receiving any subsidies, any help, or, building up your community. Maybe a few of you guys are making a little ends meet by joining ICE and showing your true colors, but that's not going to be forever, because you're going to still be slaves. ICE, you are slaves. You are slaves to the system, just like we're slaves. It's done to us today, done to them, our Caucasian people, and then done to the people who are in enforcement positions, because you mean nothing. So I'm hitting everybody because this right here, we ain't just doing reporting here. We're going to report, but we're going to talk about this because this shit is wrong. It is out of control. And we're going down the wrong direction. But somebody said they know Jolly Good Ginger, he just crazy. Yeah, I mean, I haven't watched a lot of his videos, but some of the ones, that caught my eye, I have shared with you guys. So I pay respect to the people who have boots on the ground. Again, if I show you something here, it doesn't mean that I 100% align with anybody or any entity, because the only person that I'm gang for is my Lord and Savior, Yahshua. Let's watch this real quick. So as he was reported for the last 24 hours, back to back.
He took pity on us and gave us things, but that is not his job.
Correct. How did you finally get out?
Hold up.
He took pity on us.
Let's listen
and
to I was talking.
Attend to you if you need something.
And we were not given a phone call. We were not allowed to talk to a lawyer.
So you had no water?
No.
No bathroom break?
They did. The guy that took us to the bathroom, he took pity on us and gave us things, but that is not his job.
Correct. How did you finally get out?
Since ICE is now going home for the day, we're allowed to go.
Oh, shit.
We can't follow them. They left my car in the middle of the road.
What? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say that. They like, all right, you could go now. We about to go home.
Story, please be careful.
What is going on here? So this is what I'm saying. Is this all for show? Not the fact that these people are not going through it, but wow, you lock them up. You don't give them any rights to speak to nobody. You don't have no charges. Then you like, I gotta go. I'm going home. You know what I'm saying? This is the end of the contract time. I work 7 to 7, bitch. Go ahead. Bye. I'll see you tomorrow. What is going on here? This is a little out of pocket.
Jolly. What's up, bro? Brings you to my home state, bro. Brings you to my home state. Whatever happens in Minneapolis happens in everybody's front yard, right? And injustice anywhere is justice everywhere. It's nothing new. If we were to listen to the black and brown civil rights leaders of the 60s, we wouldn't be here now. But we're here now. So because it's here now, I'm here now. We got to be here now.
Thank you.
That's why. What's your message to
I'm
people
with you,
watching at home?
Christy. We can't depend on the government. Period. We have to depend on ourselves.
Get outside. Right? If you think that it's far away from your front door, ask Minneapolis where they're going door to door. You understand? Whatever happens here is soon to happen where you are.
So that's where they're implementing the door-to-door right now. And I thought Chicago was bad. Y'all know we were broadcasting on Chicago. Shout out to the South Side. They was fighting hard against Bovino, his little dirty stuff. It was getting so bad that the thugs was busting shots in the air. Okay, and it got toned down when they sent him out. Okay, and all these numerous lawsuits. Again, more and more lawsuits. My God, what's gonna happen? Who's gonna pay for those lawsuits? It's not Trump. Trump don't give. He's just a face. You have to understand that the president is just a face. That's it. Pushing an agenda. We're stuck with the bill.
You go to the department.
And now I'm going to highlight this. Shout out to my Southside resident. My old content, if y'all remember, I had some of my old subscribers here. We talked about Mayor Hilliard and all her crazy spending and all types of stuff. That lady left the office and left a bill for the residents to pay, the taxpayers. She was tyrannical. So go ahead and laugh now. When Trump move out, this is all on us. This is all on us.
Security social media sites. Right here is their Instagram. And then you scroll down to just a couple days ago, you're going to see this post right here. Now, before I press play and let you hear it, I want you to understand that this post will summarize exactly why we are seeing exactly what we are seeing right here in Minneapolis, where I'm at, and across the country. Well, let's listen to it first, and we'll talk after.
Actually, hold on. This is not happening where I'm at either in Georgia. I'm going to be honest. It happened at that dealer, but they're not walking the streets and doing that here. One, because I think the government connections to that. But as well, if ICE was coming door to door here, like they were doing here, it would be the same outrage. So it's not about the people. It's actually about the tactics of ICE. I have to say that, because if they come and bring in these crazy tactics where they just pulling people over, hitting people cars, now they're knocking on their doors. Wherever they bring those type of tactics, these things are going to happen. So if they're not in your state, put your state in there, because they're probably not there. But wherever they go, it's a reign of terror. It's not like these protests and all this stuff was going on prior. That's why it blows me too, because I think as Americans and as people too, children, what we do is don't look at the stem of the issue. We look at the reaction, like, oh, well, I stole your stuff, but I needed it, so you shouldn't get mad and press charges against me. I'm just throwing some shit out there. Yeah, and your reaction was terrible. You yelled, you screamed, you almost fucking shot me. Now you have these people who are in the cancel culture who is dealing with their emotions instead of reality. Oh my God, he almost shot you. Not looking at the fact that this is a stealer, a robber, a thief. But maybe they got the pizzazz that you like. That's ridiculous. So look at the stem of the problem. The stem of the problem is ICE is going there, rocking out with a cock out. They don't give anybody could get it. That's not how law works. That's just the truth. We gotta be really mindful of that. I do believe that the protesters, the way they're doing things, or the inciters thereof, whatever it is not acceptable. Well, then what is making them protest? Let's keep our eyes on the prize, our eyes on the tiger. Yeah, let's do that.
Robbie Road Steamer again.
Oh, y'all remember Robbie?
Robbie Road Steamer again.
Check out his YouTube page. I'm going to put Robbie page out. He actually got out. I'll be watching him too from time to time. He be singing those songs. I'm not going to sing the ICE songs to you guys, but his songs be pretty funny. He said, all I see is, he said, ICE faces with no, what he say, no emotions. I don't know what he said, but it'd be so funny. But they did arrest him, and he did get out the other day. So I'll put his page at the bottom. Shout out to these people who have their boots on the ground, even though the things that they're saying is not becoming. At the end of the day, they have the right to say it as long as they're not threatening anyone. And yeah, disobeying the actual ordinance of protest, because a lot of these people plant these protests. Again, a lot of locations, I have learned that in certain municipalities, you have to get permits. You have to give them heads up. They'll tell you where to be, where you can't go, and these people follow it. But then you see ICE coming and Bavino with the Border Patrol coming rushing these people. This is seems a little orchestrated.
Whipple Federal Building in Minneapolis.
On the side of ICE.
Robbie Road Steamer again. This is the second time ICE has arrested him. You got a fucking rifle mag. Now, why do you have a rifle mag in your vest? You don't have a rifle. Leave the giraffe alone. Free Robbie! Free Robbie! Free Robbie!
Wow. I know he was annoying the hell out of them.
He was doing nothing. He was peacefully protesting.
They came out to get him. So you know what they do too? You know what's a mechanism of incitement, and I guess they say it's supposed to diffuse? They go get the loudest person and make them an example. Just like they used to do back in the slavery. They'll get the biggest, baddest Negro and beat him and break him down in front of the crowd. This is why people are comparing this to slave times. Yeah, I'm just being honest. And because he has a platform, he has a lot of people following him, they're going to use him as a point of reference to show what they're doing, how they will handle people, and as well as publicity, because, Bavino and all ICE wants that. Shout out to Trump making America a whole reality show, like every day.
Fuck off! Get out of our neighborhood! Get out of our community!
Free Robbie! Free Robbie!
So they never probably really arrest him.
What the fuck are you doing arresting a man in a giraffe outfit? You stupid, embarrassing Nazi fuck!
I'm sorry.
How fucking embarrassing is that? You're threatened by a guy in a giraffe outfit. You tie
Oh Lord, let's move forward.
I'm out here at 34 in Portland. This is actually where Renee Good
Shout out
was
to
shot when
Robbie.
her vehicle crashed. Right here, you see all of the flowers and signs and various items that the community
This
has
is
left
what you want,
behind.
America?
Because you can see this. This shows you just how the community has coalesced around this incident to stand in solidarity with Renee, what happened to Renee, but also with each other. If there's ever a question of who's got the majority here, and if you ever think it's the motherfuckers that support ICE, the ones who did the murderers that did this, you're wrong. Take one look at this community. Take one look at how many.
Mark says, let's put Mark out there. Mark says, obey law enforcement. But law enforcement don't know law. You know how long it takes to be an ICE officer, how much education it takes to be a police and things like no disrespect to the police. Hmm. These ICE officers, before it was honor, I'm going to be honest. My uncle honored being an ICE agent. And he had great qualifications to fit that position. But right now, it's pretty different. They don't even know the law. So that's kind of like hypocritical to say. Are they following any law? They're not even following their own rules and regulations. Okay, I got to keep asking the audience, is it okay for them to ram cars, to shoot into cars? And I'm going to say this so I can stop the trolls just a little bit, guys. I'm going to have to. What you put down, what you write, what you say is written in the book. It's written in the eternal book, your internal book. And you're going to answer to that. So I'll be definitely, I'll be like, God, you saw that? Yeah, write it down. Take a picture. Because that person's going to have to repent for that. And I'm just going to throw that out to my mega supporters so I can slow down your BS in the chat because it's uncalled for right now. We're really trying to report from a different perspective. Okay, at the end of the day, you guys have dug a hole for yourself. You'll see, especially when we go over the financials, that you guys don't even understand. A lot of you megas, you JD Vancers, my Appalachianers, my hillbillies, my dirty foots. I know who you are. My trailer trash. I'm feeling some way because you guys go, I can't believe it's really appalling to me because I know it ain't us. I don't care. I don't care what you say. It is not us black people in the audience being like that, saying this outrageous shit. No matter how much y'all did, how many bodies y'all stole from us, from slavery to now, we still are mindful of our soul integrity. So it's not us in the audience like that. I know, and then maybe I'm stereotyping, but I know it's some racist Caucasian person that's dealing with hate in their heart. Big baby, it's written in the book. What you say and what you do. These people, man, let's give some respect to Miss Good. I got more respect for Miss Good than her own people. White on white crime. White on white crime. Put some respect on her name and my broadcast. What's wrong with these people? Getting me mad because y'all ain't got no regards for human life. Respect and love to her. And we're not going to forget. Also, we're going to be reporting on Mr. Keith Porter, Black community. We got to step it up. We got to step it up as well. And I want to say this because I want to report on him. I think that we should have more outrage too, as well as what happened to him. We're not going to take to the streets, but we have to support that family. So I am going to throw that out right now before I make my broadcast. We laid back and we're not in the middle, but we can't in the middle of this shit. But we can't let our people drown, okay? Because we are and always have been their primary point of afflection as well as contingents, like contention and example. They use us as an example. So black people, don't forget. Rest in peace, Mr. Keith Porter. We would have prayed and pray that his story will be pushed out here like this and cause outrage. I'm going to bring that up.
Station KBS is one of the bigger, more popular stations in Korea, and they were out covering the Renee Good Memorial. And I just wanted to make sure
you even have
that
Korea
the Koreans
out there.
Watch it, get the right.
The Koreans are watching us. That's why we report from all different nations, their news and their perspective of what's going on with us.
Information from one of us and not from one of the MAGA bigots out there. So I gave him an interview.
지난주 IC 요금
She just look highly favored. Why you over there deflecting like them? I ain't mad at you. She said, "Where were the law enforcement during January 6th insurrection?" Baby, you know they were right there opening the door for them. Set their ass up there too. Go look it up. They literally opened the gate for them. Like that's why I be kind of blown because you guys don't see the setup for yourself. They let them people in. Baby, and they was all up in the desk, had their feet up and shit, taking pictures. We would have not made it through that door. They did it. They were right there letting them. Big baby, thank you for saying that. Thank you for deflecting a little bit.
다죠.
현재 여기 분위기가 어떤 것 같아요?
분위기는요. 습고 뭐 사람들이 습고 근데 그보다 화내요.
Oh, this man speaks
이게
Japanese. Oh, I love that. Oh, we're gonna watch that. Hopefully he get it in English. Y'all hear? I'm like, what is he saying?
아니에요.
네.
무슨 말인지 알아요? 미국
He asked me what was the atmosphere and environment here, and I explained that the Americans are both sad and angry. I can't see the full thing because his thing is right there. Let's see. Would it let me? Would it let me? I can't see the whole thing. But yeah, he's speaking Japanese. Go ahead, baby. Multicultural. Now, we're trying to get to the video where he is talking about someone got shot. Okay.
So here's the crazy part. We're right here in front of the Whipple Federal Building, and it's literally like a revolving door. Let me show you something. Every one of these fucking cars are a bunch of Nazis on their fucking way to kidnap people. Record these nuts, you fucking bitch!
Oh, Lord.
Record me, motherfucker! Get the fuck out of the car, you fucking bitch!
Hold on.
Were you in the military? I need to know. You're wearing military fucking uniform. I was 13 years Army. Iraq, Afghanistan. I earned the uniform. Did you? Are you a veteran? I earned that uniform. Did you? Did you earn your uniform? Are you police? Did you go to the police academy? What? This is just fucking cosplay. You're cosplay trips. You see, I went to fucking war for my country. I served in the fucking army. Is that why you did this? Because you couldn't? Is that why you did this? A better way.
Y'all know, guys, I'm not trying to teach y'all how to fight. I ain't trying to teach y'all how to fight. You know what I was thinking? Like, why people out there? And I know they following the ICE card, but watch I just put air tags on them. I'll turn around. I'll shut up. I was like, shit. All they cars be parked there. Just put air tags on them, motherfucker. And everybody just got, y'all got no gorilla for warfare. Because this a little bit a lot for me. But I wanted to show you guys because it's balling up like hot coffee out there. But honestly, y'all, come on. I know I just gave an idea, but don't do it. But I think that would be smarter than being out there watching the ICE vehicles. You know, we got a day tracking us. We tracked them, allegedly. Moving forward.
Answer me. I deserve
that
an
was
answer.
just an idea.
I serve my fucking country. I deserve a fucking answer.
Whoa.
Tell me. Answer me. I'd be fucking too embarrassed to talk to. I would be too if I was wearing some shit I didn't earn. Yeah, you goddamn right. You goddamn fucking right. The difference is I raised
we about to get off of his live and we're about to just finish up this broadcast right now. Guys, he has boots on the ground and I'm going to get to where he's talking about that someone got shot.
So that just happened about 30 minutes ago. Listen, these guys come out about every 20, 30 minutes to start shit. Like,
see, that's what I'm saying. They seem like they come out periodically, and the cameras be right behind them.
You never know if they're just coming out to shoot you and tear gas you, or if they're gonna, like in this video, they just bum rushed this guy, tackled him to the ground, and fucking arrested him. No warning. Like, you don't even know what you're getting arrested for. They're just grabbing people, and I can't even use the word arrested. This is not law enforcement. The most important part here is these fuckers are not law enforcement. What authority do they have to come out and fucking snatch up citizens who are protesting in the street? Yesterday, they snatched up Robbie Roadsteamer, and the citation he got said he was arrested for impeding traffic. Motherfucker, you're not the cops. You don't control the road. This is what I mean. They're literally just doing what they want. They're out here playing army, playing soldier, playing cop, and doing whatever the fuck they want. And fucking, it's embarrassing. They don't know the rules. They don't do the training. They don't do shit. And now they're just out here doing whatever the fuck they One.
Remember that we have Army vets out there, and this is exactly what I'm saying. They're not following any law, and they're inciting the people who are out there rioting or not rioting, protesting per se. Now, you guys know I don't really support the outside walking and protesting because, like I said, as a Black community, we already see where it leads to. I'm a paper and pen queen, putting things on paper because actually it's all about contract. It's all about exposing people through things that can be trackable. And that is us going through the courts. That's us suing people. That's us going through our how can I say, our legislative bodies to create laws, start pushing them in the right direction. The Republican, the senators, the ones who represent you guys, they need to get out there and start doing what they have to do. Because right now, things are looking a little bit hectic.
So I'm
Hold on.
having dinner right
So
now
hold on one
downtown
second. I want to see
Minneapolis,
if
and
I
I
can get
sat.
to his last video most recently. And I think that's the one that I showed you. He has another Minnesota State Patrol. I have to guess. Let me see. It was one reports of an ICE shooting. This is what I wanted to show you guys.
Yes, I've heard about the possible shooting involving ICE. I'm heading to the location right now. I'm about 5 minutes away. From what I can tell, this is true, but I don't know yet. I'm going to go on the scene.
They're not rioting. Rioting is going breaking stuff and doing stuff. Oh, shut up. They did just somebody allegedly broke a side view mirror. But yeah, I'll shut up. Let's let y'all finish.
The reports are there was an ICE involved shooting, and where it's at, it's on Lindale Street, which is an immigrant neighborhood that ICE has been highly patrolling. So the chances are high that this is probably true. But once I'm on the scene, I will be able to confirm details for you. So just stand by. I'll be there in 5 minutes.
Let me see if
yes, I've heard about. So I can confirm there was a shooting at 24th and Lindale. From what I heard so far, the victims have not died from their wounds. There was no fatalities. Right now, all of us are heading to an alleyway behind it because we're hearing flashbangs go off, which is probably ICE. There's a helicopter circling us. There's another one. You hear that boom? Let's go find out what it is. They got what looks like MPD in the area. I think the helicopter's a police helicopter. ICE is all around this motherfucker crawling like fucking little cockroaches, and we're trying to find them. You can hear the whistles. That's the local community alerting everybody the ICE is in the area. Why do you have my uniform on? Why do you have my uniform on? Tell me. What you gonna do, shoot us now? I hear you're in the fucking business of shooting people is what I hear.
All right, so what we're going to be doing is following up to see who actually got shot out there in Minneapolis. Again, this broadcast was highlighting Jolly Good Ginger's broadcast. Again, he is someone who has boots on the ground. He has a YouTube page and a Facebook page. I don't totally agree with everything that he's saying and what they're doing, but we wanted to report to you exactly what was going down, boots on the ground. Some of you guys are looking at it like, oh, it's unhinged. They're rioting, things like that. But again, we have to look at the point of reflection, like how did this actually start? How did we get this far? What was going on? And again, it's because we have a defaulty administration that's not only targeting American citizens, but also targeting other nations to steal their resources. We're in a rare situation right now as Americans. And I'm going to always highlight to you guys, it is your soul that you're going to have to deal with when you move forward, no matter what you think is going on. That's why I tell people, don't just think like you're American. Think like you're a human. Think like you want to reach a better place. Okay. And the only way that we're going to do that is if we approach these situations critically, objectively, things that make sense. And I honestly, like I said, I think we have to get out of the streets. We should not give them any reason and get prepared because they're coming to our homes. They have no system, obviously, set up to track these migrants. None whatsoever. No matter how many millions of checks went out under Biden, nobody knows where nobody's at. So they're using these crazy methods, which affect us all, which is just pulling anybody over, mass surveillance. That's how they're pulling people over. Some, if you listen, they're scanning these people license plates and seeing their immigration status. This is the best way to go at this right now. They're implementing monitoring technology, AI technology that we're not paying attention to. So again, my supporters of ICE, you're going to be left with this world, and the controllers don't give a about you. Okay, it's all about them. It's all about what they can have and how much they can save. You are part of the others. Okay, so don't get fooled, because JD Vance was an Appalachian native. He has sold his soul. With that being said, hit the like button. I'll see you guys later on tonight. We're going to do a second broadcast, and I hope you have a great day. Let's go off with this. Pray for them, y'all, that they calm down.